Our buddy time again for another Wednesday Warrior here on the Iowa Firearms Facebook page. I'm your chair, John McLaughlin, and a very special guest joining us from not too far away up around the Sioux Falls, South Dakota area is Natalee Weidner. And Natalee is known in the firearms industry as the range monkey. So,
Hi.
that's not a derogatory statement in any way, shape, or form. And the reason I'm having Natalee on is back in January, I went to the SHOT Show, which is a big industry show out in Las Vegas with John Correa from Active Self-Protection and Neil, who's Natalee's father. And as we're walking around the show floor, it wasn't like, hey, John and Neil, great to see you. You guys do a fantastic job. It's, where's the range monkey? Is she here? It's like, dude, you guys are getting so washed up. They're all wanting to talk to Natalee now. So you're doing a great job. So Natalee, first of all, just tell me a little bit about yourself and how you went from being an unknown in South Dakota to now people, more than 100,000 folks have watched your videos.
Yeah. Well, I've been working for Active Self-Protection now, which, it is just working for mom and dad, but we do separate the work and life stuff pretty well. Me and dad get to go travel around doing classes together, and that's a lot of fun. And I've been working for the Alliance Gun Range for just about a year now. So I've kind of been in this lifestyle for a couple years. I've been shooting for, a decade. I did 4-H and stuff. Like you said, I was an unknown in South Dakota. I did 4-H. Took home all the gold medals for, 22 pistol and stuff.
I didn't realize we were talking to a gold medal winner today.
Well, for 22 pistol, a bunch of all the other 10-year-olds. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I grew up with guns and I really liked them. And, I didn't think that this was the direction that I was going to take. I thought I was going to be in the food industry or something. And then I was like, this is boring.
So who came up with the range monkey idea? And for those, you need to go to YouTube and watch some of these episodes. They're on Active Self-Protection Extra. And there's more than 30 of them that are out there now. So it basically chronicles Natalee's journey into the concealed carry world, from basically the first lesson on to classes and doing all kinds of drills. She did one the other night that Samuel Middlebrook came up with, which was challenging to say the least, but just kind of take us back and give us an idea how this started to where it's at now.
Right. So I got the name Range Monkey about 2 years ago. I was just a waitress at that point, and mom and dad had been working with Active Self-Protection for a couple years, and mom and dad were going to go to Boise, Idaho that weekend for a class, and mom was going to help and be the RSO. But that was right around all the time that the COVID stuff was starting, and so she was not able to go. And dad needed a third person on the range. Him and John couldn't. There was like 20 or 30 people, so they just kind of wanted a third set of eyes. And dad was like, I wish we had, just a monkey to run around and fill mags for us and stuff. And he was like, yeah, we need a range monkey. And then dad came downstairs and woke me up and said, hey, we got to get on a plane in 30 minutes. So get ready and let's go. And so I was just like, okay, I guess I've done this before. So we got on the plane and went out there and taught the class. And I just kind of, stood in the background, make sure nobody was touching guns when they weren't supposed to touch guns. And I just thought, wow, this is a really fun community. I really got along with all of the guys, and there was a couple of ladies there and I got along with them really well too. And it just felt like a community that I really wanted to be a part of,
Yeah. It definitely is. So Chronicles of the Range Monkey, your first lesson you taped with John, I think down in Phoenix, and just kind of showing you the way around the firearm you carry. And tell us about the gun you carry on a daily basis and why you chose that one.
Well, I carry a Beretta PX4 Storm. It's the compact version, so it's a little bit smaller, but it's the same size as the other full-size guns. But yeah, it is a LTT. Got it from Langdon Tactical. It is a great gun. Fits my hand like a glove. It's great. I just got a red dot put on it. It's a Holosun. And yeah, I carry that every day. I carry that at work, and I go to classes with that gun as well. I really like, I mean, I got it from John. We got it over here. I was very, very thankful that he gave me that one. I don't think I would have found a gun that I would have enjoyed holding more or shooting.
Oh, wow.
But, I do really like just how it functions. It's really good. So I'm very thankful that Jen and I could strike that deal.
Yeah, there you go. Hopefully the check got cashed, right?
Right.
Let's talk about what is it you're trying to educate folks on? I mean, you've really progressed through, coming out of the holster to doing different drills to shooting under time pressure. What's kind of your philosophy of what are you trying to accomplish, especially for young people that are watching this channel that maybe in the past have only seen, some of the, let's just get crazier YouTube videos that aren't really teaching you anything?
Yeah. Well, my philosophy is that, a few years ago, I was pretty lost, pretty unaware of all of the, kind of threats that we just walk by in our daily lives. I carried a pocket knife for protection, like a farm kid from South Dakota would,
Right.
and so did all of my friends. That was just kind of the normal. I had no idea about pepper spray, wouldn't have even thought that I would be allowed to carry a gun. I didn't know any of the laws or stuff. And flash forward to 3 years later, I've had so many good, respectable people take me under their wing and teach me what they know. And now I'm carrying pepper spray in my pajama pants in case I hear a bump in the night. And I just can walk around more confident in the fact that I'm safe. And I just want to be able to do that for the other young people, for the next generation. I mean, my friends still all just carry pocket knives for protection. And I wish they would know that our joke is that nobody wins a knife fight. Are you really going to go search to get into that?
Yeah, exactly.
I just want people to know that I want, people my age to know that there is a way that you can be safe, and not all of them are doing it correctly. So I just want to keep my friends safe and do as much work as I can for the next generation.
Yeah, that's really cool. So I know you've taken classes with a lot of really the top level guys and gals in the country. So do you foresee yourself trying to, emulate some of that, or actually becoming a certified instructor yourself?
Well, I'm on my way to becoming a certified instructor. The class had to get rescheduled, but I was going to take the NRA apprentice certification. Yeah, I think I'm getting those words right, because I'm not 21 yet, right. So I can't really become an actual instructor, but I would like to get on my way there. Everybody dreams of being, one of the top shots. You go and get a turbo pin, and you go and do this and that and shoot with John Korea, and then you're, one of those good shooters. I think that would be a lot of fun. But my main goal is just to make sure that I'm getting all of the information out that I can, and that I'm getting as much information to the people that need it that I can while I'm in this career.
Yeah, excellent. So you are working at what I would say is probably the nicest shooting range that I've ever been in, up in an Alliance. How's that going? What are you doing? Tell us a little bit about that job up there.
It's going really well. I have taken over Ladies Night. We have Ladies Night every first Thursday of the month. It's called Shoot Then Sip. So you come in, do a fun drill that I make up, which is really fun. And then the top 3 winners get free range time, and everybody gets a coupon for a free cocktail upstairs afterwards if they put their guns out in their car. But,
once the guns are locked up, then the cocktails.
Yep, leave them with us or put them in your car. It's a lot of fun. I'm working with a lot of ladies. It's about the same dozen every time. And so I just go out there on the range with them and run them through a drill that I made up an hour before that. It's really been fun seeing all these different ladies progressing. I mean, the first couple of months that I was working with them, we had to do all of the drills at like 3 yards, and that was about as far as I could go. And now I'm working on getting them on one-handed at about 5 yards, which, it's not super far, but it's every month we get to work together. So
as we all know, support hand shooting is no fun, right?
Right. Yes.
That's what we all definitely need to work on.
Yeah.
Where would you like to see this go? So folks tune in and kind of see where you are now. What do you have a vision out into the future for the episodes are actually called the Chronicles of the Range Monkey. So if you search that on YouTube or just go to Active Self-Protection Extra on YouTube, you'll find that. But what's your vision, Natalee, for all this?
Well, I don't have a vision too far into the future, because I don't want to get my hopes up. But right now, I'm a pepper spray certified instructor.
Did you do Chuck Haggard's course, or which one did you do?
No, I took my dad's course.
Okay.
Yeah, Mom and Dad came out to the Alliance and got all of us at the range pepper spray certified, because we deal with some people that live across the street that like to come over and cause trouble. So we've gotten everybody there hooked up with some palm.
Yep.
Which has been really, so I had to get pepper sprayed the other day at the Alliance. That was not
That's
fun
a lot
at
of fun.
all. That palm is serious stuff.
It is.
But I think if I'm looking into the next few years, I would love to become a female self-defense instructor, and just I want to be teaching classes on how to keep women safe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that I am the only female RSO in Sioux Falls. I don't know of any others. I would love to know them if there are, because it's a lot being the only woman in this town. Yeah, I would like to become a instructor at the Alliance that I work at, and just be teaching these female self-defense classes and teach them how to defend themselves with pepper spray, with guns, what tools they need to have in their pocket day to day, and just kind of walk them through.
Has there been any downsides to all this? And I know you have a highly protective father that would run to your defense if any internet wackos start to like track you down. But has that been an issue, or have things kind of like been pretty cool with that?
Well, I have a whole army of guys that'll come to my aid.
That would be true.
Yeah. It has come with its ups and downs. We are a veterans heritage place, so we have a lot of older guys that come into the range that don't really like seeing me behind the counter. There's this one guy that comes in about once a month, and just to see if I'm there and see if he can start an argument with me. I corrected somebody on the line the other day, and he came out and threatened me to my boss. If she ever gets in my face again, she thinks she knows what she's talking about, and it's not.
I hope he was removed from the range.
He was very, very promptly removed from the range, but it wasn't anything horrible. It was, I think, if she ever gets in my face again, I'm gonna get back into hers. But it's stuff that you got to learn to deal with, I guess. Doesn't make it any less comfortable.
Maybe you'll soon get to meet Palm close up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like, I dare you.
Yeah. For those that don't understand, Palm is the kind of pepper spray that's it's basically the best one out there right now, with the highest amount of the hot sauce in there. So you don't want to be on the receiving end of a spray of Palm.
No, you don't. Yes. So there's been a couple of bigger downsides like that, but then there's some day-to-day stuff. People don't really know that I actually work there sometimes, which is kind of funny. They try to give me their food order, which is frustrating every single time, but it's kind of became a little inside joke. You got to learn to laugh at yourself. And I am a tiny woman behind the counter with a bunch of Marines around, so I'm okay with getting laughed at a little bit. I really do think that I'm making the world, or at least Sioux Falls, a safer place, teaching people how to defend themselves. So. Yeah,
well, you're making the world a safer place, because folks are watching your video and seeing these drills and learning as knowledge is imparted to you, and you're then imparting it to other people. So we're really proud of you, those that watch out in the distance what's happening with your family, and what you're doing, not just on the range, but in the internet space out there right now. So congratulations to you. Just encouragement that all these little battles that you're fighting, with men that aren't self-confident and can't take any coaching from a female, that's just preparing you for the future. So take that as a badge of honor and just keep doing you.
Yeah. And there's, for every one bad apple like that, though, there has been 10 or 15 other good ones. There have been people who have taken me under their wing, even if it's just for the 30 minutes that they're there and we'll talk about some stuff. There's been people who, you know, I have completely changed how some guys shoot. You know, I'll go out there and be like, hey, do you need some help? Your grip, you're going to cut your thumbs. You're crossing your thumbs.
Right.
And
Yes.
I'll just completely reposition them and they're totally fine with it. You know, there are some bad apples, but for the most part, you know, I have so much fun at my job every day and everybody does really, really like me there. So
yeah, that's fantastic. Well, I look forward to watching the progression as you continue through this series, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of work for you within the active self-protection family and business over the next several years. So yeah, keep at it, Natalee.
Thanks, John.
You bet. We appreciate you joining us. And just kind of to wrap up, tell folks again where they can find these episodes and go from there.
Yeah, we are over on Active Self-Protection Extra. It is called the Range Monkey Chronicles. A lot of it is me and my dad going around to classes and going shooting, and we have a lot of lessons that are pretty good to learn in there, or at least I think so.
Yep, absolutely. So check that out, folks. Thanks for joining us, Natalee. Say hi to your family up there in beautiful, cold South Dakota, and we'll be seeing you down the road, I'm sure.
All right, we'll see you later. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Bye-bye.